There's a quiet change happening in your body that you might not notice at first. One day it feels just a little harder to stand up from your favorite chair. Another day, carrying groceries seems like more effort than it used to. Stairs feel steeper, walks feel longer, and energy you once took for granted starts slipping away. This isn't just getting older. It's something called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and it can quietly take up to 30% of your strength after 60. The scary part? It doesn't announce itself with pain or warning signs. It just steals your stability, balance, and confidence, one small piece at a time. But here's the good news. You can stop it and even reverse it with the choices you make today. I'm Dr. Brian, and welcome to Channel Ageless Garden. Let me show you 6 powerful foods backed by science that can help you rebuild your strength and independence. When it comes to staying strong after 60, exercise gets all the attention, but the real hero often sits quietly on your plate. You see, after midlife, our bodies don't use protein as efficiently as before. This slowdown, called anabolic resistance, means you need more high-quality protein, not less, to keep your muscles alive and thriving. And while supplements and powders promise quick fixes, the truth is simpler and safer. Real food, eaten consistently, can protect your strength better than any pill. The right nutrients can flip the switch from decline to recovery. And that's what today's 6 foods are all about. For years, you've probably heard that chicken breast is the healthiest part of the bird. Lean, clean, and perfect for dieting. But after 60, your body has different needs. It craves not just protein, but the nutrients that help that protein do its job. And that's where the humble chicken thigh steps into the spotlight. Unlike the ultra-lean breast, thighs deliver a richer balance. High-quality protein, along with gentle, natural fats that make nutrients easier to absorb. Every bite brings all 9 essential amino acids, the raw building blocks your muscles are begging for. Why does this matter? After 60, your body struggles to turn protein into muscle as efficiently. Chicken thighs give you not only 20 to 25 grams of protein per serving, but also a steady source of iron and zinc. Iron keeps oxygen flowing to your muscles so they don't tire out too soon. Zinc helps repair and rebuild tissue, supporting you after even simple activities like walking or gardening. And those healthy fats? They help your body absorb vitamins A and K, crucial for joint health and bone strength. Let me tell you about Geraldine, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Arizona. She loved her morning walks, but lately her legs felt shaky, and she found herself clinging to the railing at church. Her dietitian suggested one small change: swap a couple of chicken breast meals each week for chicken thighs baked with olive oil and herbs. Within a month, Geraldine noticed something remarkable. Her energy came back. She stood taller, walked steadier, and even started dancing again at her weekly social. She told me, "I never knew a piece of chicken could give me my confidence back. It's affordable, versatile, and forgiving in the kitchen. Grill it, stew it, roast it. The choice is yours." Aim for 2 to 3 servings a week. If your doctor gives the green light, cook it with the skin for extra flavor and satiety. This isn't just comfort food, it's strength on a plate. Now let's talk about one of the most underestimated muscle-building foods: lentils. These tiny legumes may look humble, but they're a powerhouse for seniors trying to hold on to strength. One cooked cup packs about 18 grams of plant-based protein, and that's before we even talk about their incredible bonus nutrients. Unlike heavy meats, lentils are gentle on digestion. That's important because as we age, our stomach acid production can drop, making certain proteins harder to break down. Lentils step in as a solution. They're easy to digest and rich in soluble fiber, which keeps your gut healthy. Why does that matter for muscles? A healthy gut means better nutrient absorption, so every bite of good food actually counts. Then there's iron. Seniors are often surprised to learn that fatigue and weakness can sometimes trace back to low iron. Lentils provide a plant-based source, and when paired with vitamin C, think a little lemon juice on top, you boost absorption significantly. That iron helps transport oxygen through your blood to your muscles so they can work longer without that early burn of fatigue. And here's something else. Lentils are budget-friendly and versatile. They fit into soups, salads, stews, or even cold as a side dish. A big batch can last for days, saving both time and money. I'll never forget Hank, a 75-year-old former carpenter I worked with. He came to me frustrated. He'd started skipping his afternoon walks because he felt too drained, even after a full night's sleep. When we looked at his diet, it was heavy on refined carbs, but low on quality protein. We added just 2 lentil-based meals a week, one hearty soup and one salad, and within 3 weeks, Hank told me, "Doc, I feel like someone turned the lights back on." He was walking every day again, sometimes twice. That's the quiet power of lentils. They're not flashy, they're not expensive, but they give your body exactly what it needs to stay strong, one comforting bowl at a time. When you think of yogurt, you probably picture a light snack or something sweet with fruit on top. But Greek yogurt? That's a completely different story. It's a muscle-building secret weapon, especially for those of us over 60. Why? Because it's loaded with protein, about 15 to 20 grams in a single cup. And not just any protein, but one rich in leucine, the amino acid your muscles need to kickstart growth and repair. After 60, your body doesn't respond to protein the same way it did in your younger years. It takes more effort to build muscle, a process slowed by something called anabolic resistance. Greek yogurt helps push back against that by delivering protein in a form that's easy to digest and absorb. And the benefits don't stop there. It's also packed with calcium to keep your bones strong and steady, and probiotics to keep your gut healthy, because a healthy gut helps you absorb every ounce of goodness from your food. And let's talk about how it fits into your life. It's effortless. No fancy recipes needed. You can eat it plain, swirl in some berries for natural sweetness, sprinkle a handful of nuts for crunch and healthy fats, or even use it in savory dishes like dips and dressings. It works any time of day, breakfast, snack, even dessert without the guilt. Linda, one of my patients, discovered this the hard way. At 71, she told me, "I don't understand. I eat healthy, but I keep losing strength." When we looked closer, her protein intake was far too low. We added 1 cup of Greek yogurt every day, sometimes 2 on workout days. 3 months later, her balance improved, her arms felt firmer, and she said the stairs no longer scared her. She laughed and said, "Who knew the answer was sitting in the dairy aisle?" If you want a simple, affordable, and delicious way to keep your muscles alive and thriving, start with Greek yogurt. 1 cup a day could make the difference between slowing down and staying strong. Now, you might be wondering, why are sweet potatoes on a list about rebuilding muscle? Isn't that just a carb? Well, yes, but not all carbs are created equal. After 60, your muscles don't just need protein, they need energy to use that protein effectively. And sweet potatoes deliver energy the right way, slow, steady, and paired with nutrients that keep your body moving like a well-oiled machine. Unlike processed carbs that spike your blood sugar and leave you crashing, sweet potatoes provide complex carbohydrates. That means they release energy gradually, so your muscles have the fuel to repair and rebuild without that mid-afternoon slump. But energy isn't their only gift. These bright orange beauties are loaded with potassium, a mineral that helps prevent muscle cramps, and magnesium, which calms your nervous system and supports muscle function. They also carry manganese and vitamin C for tissue repair, plus beta-carotene for reducing inflammation that can make joints ache after simple chores. One of my favorite things about sweet potatoes is their versatility. Bake them whole for a soft, comforting side dish. Mash them with a touch of cinnamon for something sweet without the guilt. Or roast them in cubes for a crispy, savory option. They even make a great addition to soups and stews for extra fiber and color. Let me share Rita's story. She's 74 and used to love gardening, but knee pain and soreness after simple tasks had taken the joy out of it. We worked on her protein intake, but I also suggested adding sweet potatoes 3 times a week as her main starch instead of white bread or pasta. After a month, Rita told me something remarkable. Her energy was back, and her knees didn't feel like they were on fire every evening. She said, "I didn't think a potato could give me my garden back." Sweet potatoes aren't just comfort food, they're recovery food. They keep your muscles fueled, your joints happy, and your energy stable so you can do the things you love without that constant drag of fatigue. Spinach might look delicate, but don't let those tender green leaves fool you. It's a powerhouse for anyone over 60 who wants to stay strong and mobile. When most people think of spinach, They think of vitamins and salads. But for your muscles, spinach does something truly special. It's loaded with magnesium, a mineral that helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly. Without enough magnesium, even a simple walk can feel harder, and muscle cramps can sneak in at night like an unwelcome guest. Spinach is also rich in iron, which keeps oxygen moving through your blood and into your muscles. That means more endurance and less of that heavy, sluggish feeling during everyday tasks. And here's something fascinating. Spinach contains natural nitrates. These compounds help improve blood flow, which is like opening up the highways inside your body so nutrients can get to your muscles faster and more efficiently. Better circulation means better stamina, better recovery, and a lower risk of injuries from fatigue. And let's not forget its bonus benefits. Vitamin K for bone health, antioxidants to protect your cells from damage, and fiber to keep digestion on track. This is the kind of food that quietly works behind the scenes to keep you moving with confidence. You can eat spinach raw in salads, toss it into soups, blend it into smoothies, or saute it lightly with garlic and olive oil for a side dish that's both delicious and healing. The key is to make it a regular guest at your table, not just an occasional visitor. Marvin, a 78-year-old widower I know, used to struggle just walking around his block. His legs would tire quickly, and he hated feeling so limited. We added spinach to his meals 3 times a week, sometimes fresh, sometimes frozen. 2 months later, Marvin called me and said, "Doc, I walked to the park today and back, no stops." He sounded like a kid again. That's the magic of spinach. Small, simple, and life-changing. It doesn't just keep you healthy, it gives you back the freedom to move without fear. Our last food might surprise you. Cottage cheese. Most people overlook it, thinking it's old-fashioned or bland. But when it comes to rebuilding muscle after 60, this creamy classic is pure gold. Here's why. It's packed with casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that works while you sleep. Imagine your muscles getting a steady stream of nutrients through the night, repairing, rebuilding, and waking up stronger. That's what cottage cheese does. Each serving delivers high-quality protein along with calcium and phosphorus to support strong bones. And here's a bonus. Cottage cheese contains tryptophan, an amino acid that helps promote better sleep. So not only are you nourishing your muscles, but you're also giving yourself a better shot at deep, restorative rest. The kind your body needs for real healing and recovery. One of the best times to enjoy cottage cheese is in the evening, maybe an hour before bed. Half a cup is plenty, and you can make it taste amazing with a sprinkle of cinnamon, a drizzle of honey, or a handful of berries. Some people even add herbs for a savory twist. It's simple, satisfying, and incredibly effective. I'll never forget Franklin, 76, who came to me complaining about weakness in his legs and poor sleep. He said, "Doc, I can barely get out of a chair in the morning." We added a bedtime snack, just half a cup of cottage cheese 3 nights a week. Within a month, he told me, "I wake up feeling like I have springs in my legs." His sleep improved, his energy came back, and he started doing his morning walks again. Cottage cheese isn't flashy, and it won't trend on social media. But it quietly does its job, helping you recover while you rest so you wake up ready to take on the day, not dragging through it. Sometimes the simplest habits make the biggest difference. Now take a moment and imagine what these 6 foods can do together. Chicken thighs giving you powerful protein and vital minerals. Lentils boosting your strength with plant-based goodness and iron. Greek yogurt delivering that leucine kick your muscles crave. Sweet potatoes fueling your energy so every step feels lighter. Spinach feeding your blood flow, stamina, and bones. And cottage cheese working silently at night, repairing and rebuilding while you dream. You don't need an expensive supplement or a complicated diet plan. Just these simple, affordable foods on your plate every week. Start small, add one food, then another. Build habits gently and watch what happens. Your muscles will respond, your confidence will return, and life will feel a little bigger, a little freer every single day. It's never too late to start. In fact, the best time is now. Your body is capable of more than you think. Muscle loss after 60 isn't a sentence. It's a signal. And with the right choices, you can turn that signal into strength. Every bite is a chance to reclaim your freedom, your energy, and your joy. Start today. Add one of these foods to your next meal and notice the difference over time. Because aging doesn't mean giving up. It means living smarter. If this message gave you hope, share it with someone who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips from me, Dr. Brian, here at Ageless Garden.